Places, please. Places for the top of Theater Countdown.
A deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun, me, a name I call myself. Theater Countdown. It's a long, long way
to
run. That's how we're starting off today's show. Hi, friends. I'm your Broadway buddy, Ben Cameron, here with my good Juddy.
Yes, I'm Michael Judson Barry, aspiring Maria von Trapp. And one day it'll happen after playing Kurt for a long time.
That sounds like my growing up Les Mis plan, where all I wanted to do was play Gavroche till I was old enough to play Enjolras until I was old enough to play Javert until I died.
Yeah, I mean, if Bernadette can be Baby June and dream of one day being Mama Rose, I can be Kurt and dream of one day being really the Baroness, is who we all want to play. Let's be real.
That is who we want to play.
I want to be that frigid woman in a gold dress.
It's the old side-eye Benanti, as we like to call it. It is another episode of Theater Countdown, your favorite podcast about all things theater and making choices that are too difficult to bear, but we do it
for real.
Because we love it.
Yes, we do.
You.
We have a grand old time.
We do have a grand old time. It's a grand night for Countdown.
Yes.
Yeah. Listen, if you love us, and we hope you do, you got to make sure you are subscribed to the show. Make sure you follow us, subscribe to us, join us on Patreon as a supporter. You can get bonus episodes, which include a lot of one-on-one attention just for you, because these countdowns are proving to be a challenge for our souls. And we know as you count down with us, it's a challenge for yours. And the only way to find out where the excess goes and give props to even more of these characters, songs, moments, theater tidbits that we love is to get our bonus episodes and our monthly meetups. So make sure you do that. You will be better off for it.
1,000%. Yeah. And we'll get to, we desperately need that validation to hear that what we're doing is the correct thing, or to hear that we're not, and to hear what your ideas are. So we would absolutely love it. And, and also follow us on the socials at Theater Countdown. RE, because we're classy people here, except for on X, where I believe we're something else.
We're Theater Count.
Yeah, we theater count. Like
no one had
like
time for the day. Yeah.
Nobody has time for the down on X. It's just we're the Theater Counts. So speaking of counting, what are we counting down today?
Well, this is fun. So today we've gone, which is we're piggybacking a little bit off of the tremendous challenge that was identifying what we felt were the top Broadway musical songs of all time recently. But now we're getting, we're loosening the reins a little bit on that, because tonight, or whatever time it is that you're listening to this, this morning, we are doing our top show tunes to sing in the shower.
Yes.
Now, Michael...
Yes.
Do you sing in the shower?
No. So that's why I know.
I know,
and the acoustics are so good in there. No, and that's why actually I will say, when I was invited, as I've said before, to join Theater Countdown, which I'm honored and I'm having the best time. But these have been excruciating to choose all of these, so much so that I popped into another octave just there. They're not just excruciating; they're excruciating. Yeah. I apologize for anyone who's playing this with an animal around them and they had to hear that. Their poor dog just went WTF, woof. Woof was that. Yeah, but this thankfully was easier because I don't sing in the shower. What I do in the shower is I tend to get into deep arguments with my shower head, and my shower head becomes whoever I have an issue with in my life, because I'm not confrontational and I'm not combative. And so the shower is where I work all of that out.
Are these conversations out loud? Like if we
sometimes they slip out loud, and then and then that even to me sounds a little bit crazy, and then I stop myself because I'm like, Michael, why are you speaking out loud in the shower? Maybe reel it in a little bit. No, the place where I really geek out for is when I'm driving or when I'm running. But those feel like two very different lists than shower. So this was fun. So what I did was I got in the shower and I just went with the songs that came into my head that felt like they would be fun to sing. I basically did an experiment in my shower.
And how'd it go? What did you
It
learn?
went well. They actually were songs that I didn't fully expect, but I was like, this was fun to sing in the shower. So, because they had to be songs I knew well enough to be able to sing from memory that were satisfying in a shower. So I may now do this more. But anyway, that's my very long-winded answer. Do you sing in the shower?
I do sing in the shower. I always take music with me into the shower. But for me, shower singing, for like our YouTube, our TikTok and Reel generation, a lot of them sing in bathrooms in general because the acoustics are so great and bouncy, and wonderful. But it's also a time that you are it's a very kind of, for me, I'm going to say this, playful and imaginative time.
Yeah.
Not that I've got boats and duckies that I'm playing with in the shower, but because it's such an isolated moment for you, it can very often anyway, at least be at the start of your day. Mm-hmm. It is echoey, but also there's you don't have to think about the process of the washing that you're doing, hopefully, in the shower, because it is, muscle memory and second nature. So my brain gets very free to kind of, I don't know, play around. But there's also something kind of dramatic / cinematic about being in a shower of running water.
Oh, yeah.
That can be either very once again, playful or kind of very thoughtful or pensive. But I kind of sometimes will play act out things in the shower because there's a curtain and nobody can see me and I sound great in my own head.
Nice. Yeah, that's true. I guess I don't only argue in the shower. We'll say that just jumps to mind because my shower head has lost so many arguments. I do feel bad for it. But I also have practiced many an Oscar, Emmy, Tony, EGOT speech in there. Yeah. That speech is ready to go. Much like Kate Winslet. It is still a shampoo bottle, but that may change. And also as far as writing, because I've been writing a lot of projects, and it's a great place to come up with ideas.
For sure.
For sure. It's a good workspace.
Along with the shower, the other places that I like to sing are in a car, for sure. And, and a cast album is the perfect thing to play if you're on a long drive because you've got the narrative and you're familiar with the music and you can sing all the parts and it makes the time go by really quick. I also have memories of being a kid and walking the mean streets of Orem, Utah. And sometimes when I would have to walk really far, I have this particular memory of walking down the Provo-Orem Hill, which was, it was a hill that separated the towns of Provo and Orem. If you were at the top of the hill, you were in Orem. If you were bottom of the hill, you were in Provo. And I remember it was on the way to walk to the hospital where my mother worked. And I remember very much singing Les Mis songs at the top of my lungs as I was walking because you're kind of isolated. The cars are going past and I don't know. Show tunes on a walk are also fun to belt out loud, and you hear them on the streets of New York.
Oh, it happened yesterday.
Do you ever walk by people who are warming up on the street?
Oh yeah, and that was me this morning. I had to tape an audition before this.
Oh yeah,
and I was walking to get something out of my car, and I was walking down the sidewalk going, and and then the people walking past me were gifted the gift of Waitress the musical. As I walked by.
And for which they were quite grateful, I would imagine.
I'm sure they were after they got over their confusion. Because I live in Jersey City, not New York, so it doesn't happen as much out here.
It's New York adjacent. Don't get it twisted, friends.
Thank you.
At one point, I remember I was really late for an audition and hadn't gotten up in time to really run my music. And I got in the back of a taxi cab to head down to Midtown for the audition. And I was singing my audition song at the top of my lungs to warm myself up in the back of the cab, and I do not think the cab driver was into it. I think he wanted me out of the cab.
I thought you were going to say he turned around and just applauded as you finished.
Well, he should. If he only knew my resume. But if you walk in Midtown at any point, kind of where everyone's an actor on their way to do something theater related, you will hear people singing to themselves quite often. Yeah. And if you really lean in, you'll hear a show tune in there.
Oh, yeah. Or running lines. That makes me think of, quick, before we jump in, have you heard the Laurie Metcalf story when she was in Doll's House Part 2?
No, but I loved
Which I love.
House Part 2.
That play was so good. I love that play.
So she as well.
Oh, yeah, it's very good. And Laurie Metcalf, can't go wrong. But when she was promoting it on the Tonight Show, whichever one is the Late Show, whichever one Stephen Colbert has.
Okay.
And she finished her interview and then had to run down to go straight to the show. And since that show is such a beast for that character, she ran the lines before every performance just to make sure she had them. And they were rushing. They were running late because of something happened. So she still had to run the lines. And so they brought her costume up to the Late Show, and she was getting in costume, and they were going to drive her down. And she was like, no, it's going to take too long. I'll just run. So apparently people in Midtown were treated to Laurie Metcalf sprinting down the street, half in costume, shouting the words to Doll's House Part 2, while her assistant ran behind her with a binder reading the rest of the lines with her.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah, and like people were like, what's happening? Yeah, and she basically did the show while like fighting through the crowds, but just being like, no, like, which I just love. I wish I had seen that.
I love it. Only in New York, my friends. Only in New York.
Do you get a Tony-winning performance on the sidewalk?
Just running down the street, and that costume is beautiful too, and did not look like it would be particularly easy to run in.
No.
I remember going backstage after seeing it and getting to see the costume like on the dummy. I didn't see Laurie Metcalf, but I did meet the costume. So take what you can get. Yeah. All right, in the shower, some of these I have chosen. Because sometimes when you get in the shower, and let me know if this rings true for you, Michael Judson Berry.
Yes.
But as somebody who is newly singing in the shower, apparently.
it's an experience.
Sometimes the shower experience itself provides the inspiration for the song to be sung. You know what I mean? That will spark the song. So with your permission, I'd like to dive in first and just.
I would love that, as you are the more advanced shower singer. Benjamin.
Very advanced. I'm a
You're
black
more
belt.
accomplished. Yes.
I have a black belt in showers. And so do you. I can't get out of a street fight, but I can sing in the shower. Just ask me, because in the shower, you are your only and best critic. All right. So my number 10 is very on the nose for the shower situation. And that is... My number 10 song to sing in the shower is Wash That Man from South Pacific.
I knew you were going to say that. And how did that not occur to me until this moment?
That literally involves shampoo. It involves the act of shampooing. And so sometimes if you get in the shower, I would never sing the song if it wasn't in the shower, to be completely honest. It doesn't fall on my radar very often, but sometimes when you get in there and you're lathering up, and for me, because I've got this gorgeous Silver Fox mane, I'm using the purple shampoo so I don't get brassy yellows. But sometimes you get that when you're getting a nice lather, rinse, repeat going on, and you get that wash that man right out of my hair. Particularly if you've had a fight with somebody who happens to be a man, it can ring really true.
Yeah.
So you can get some angst out, much like you do with your shower head. I recommend this for you next time you're in a fight with anybody.
Thank you.
You can shampoo at the same time, and you can sing this. It doesn't have to be an exclusively shampoo sort of situation. This can be under the pits.
Yeah.
Or,
between the toes.
Between the toes. Don't forget behind your ears though, as you're singing "Wash That Man Right Out of My Hair."
Yeah.
So
move over, Taylor Swift. This is the new breakup song.
Wash that man right out of my hair, and then send him on his way. So
right down the drain.
To delight us with. There was the fabulous Carnegie Hall one night only South Pacific in concert that starred national treasure and Broadway veteran Reba McEntire, Lilias White, and Alec Baldwin. So this is Reba McEntire singing "I Gotta Wash That Man Right Out of My Hair."
Amazing.
I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair and send him on his way. Get the picture? All right. I'm gonna wave that man right out of my arms. I'm gonna wave that man right out of my arms. I'm gonna wave that man right out of my arms and send him on his way. Don't try to patch it up, tear it up, tear it up. Wash him out, dry him out, push him out, fly him out. Cancel him and let him go.
First of all, I'm listening to that now. Cancel culture began way back in South Pacific with Nellie Forbush.
It did.
Cancel him, she said. But also, can we talk about how perfect Reba McEntire's voice is on that song?
For real, though. She sounds amazing.
It's so good with her twang. Which, once again, that goes back to when she replaced Bernadette Peters in Annie Get Your Gun on Broadway. It was a moment in time. Reba McEntire's Annie Oakley was unbelievable. But
I've heard it was something.
It was unreal. She was so great. Did they give her a special Tony, or am I just saying that because they should have? Doesn't matter.
I thought they
We
did.
can look it up, maybe, if they gave. They should have. Because you sure as shooting couldn't get a ticket, and I could only get a ticket because I knew people in the show.
Oh, nice. Sure, shooting.
Sure as shooting. You gotta wash that man right, scrubbity dub, All right. That's my number 10. Counting down. What do you got?
Okay, my number 10 is from a little-known musical, but I found it because I'm obsessed with the leading lady, and that is from the musical Irene. And they did a revival. It was written in the 1920s, and they revived it in the 70s for the great Debbie Reynolds. And she played Irene, and I only found this because I love her so much. She was the first celebrity I printed out a picture of and put on my wall. Because I was a weird kid. Yeah. It was because I was obsessed with the unsinkable Molly Brown. And then I came upon this show, Irene, and there's a lot of really fun songs. Like there's the song "You Made Me Love You" is from this. But the song that I find satisfying the shower, so it's making me giggle because
you just so made the most gleeful sound I've ever heard. It was so organic.
Because it's Debbie at her most like Debbie.
Okay.
So it's a song called "The World Must Be Bigger Than an Avenue." But there's a part where Debbie just gets kind of unhinged and she finds like a growl where she's like, "Brah, brah," and it's her attempt at sounding brassy, and it's really satisfying. And so I found in the shower it's really fun because it's just like, you're singing goodbye, and it's like, "Oh, the world must be bigger than an avenue, 9th Avenue, goodbye." And it's just great.
I do love this song. It's the growling in the shower. You get that growl resonance.
Yeah.
Wait, but what is Irene about?
I'm still not entirely sure.
Okay,
I have
great,
listened to this whole soundtrack many times.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you what it's
Fair.
about. They have not revived it since Debbie did it.
All right.
She did a national tour. Carrie Fisher was in it with her. But there are some great bops in here. So if anyone wants to listen to the soundtrack and then let me know what the hell the show is about, let me know.
Let's hear
all
it.
I know, there's some good songs.
I have loved to feel an ocean and stardust in my eye. So no matter what may happen, I'm giving it a try. Oh, the world must be bigger than an avenue. 9th Avenue.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't even get all the one is just and also fun factoid, that's Debbie doing an Irish accent, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because her character's Irish.
Oh, my Irene. Wait, that was not Irene.
Yeah, but how fun is that? How fun
That
is
is
that?
so fun. And particularly if you live in a crappy apartment on 9th Avenue and you've had a bad day, if you're coming in after a sweaty New York City day of treading the boards and walking down 9th Avenue to your rehearsals and stuff, and you get back to your crappy little apartment where your shower is in your kitchen and you want to sing, that's the song you're singing in the shower.
Yeah, and she's got "Love to Fill an Ocean," so there's water.
There's water in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
that's really good.
Isn't it fun
Get
and random?
into it. Yes, that makes all the sense in the world to me. You got to
Good,
wash
thank
9th Avenue
you.
off of your body.
Yeah.
I get it. I understand this.
Thank you.
All right.
Number 10.
Counting down number
Great.
9. This is also a little on the nose, but also really great.
Okay.
Because this song actually is performed within the context of the musical it's from in the bathroom,
Okay.
which would involve all the tile and everything. So my
Okay.
number 9 song to sing in the shower is Michael in the Bathroom from Be More
Yay.
Chill.
Okay.
Because it's easy, once again, to pretend you're in there and you're in there by yourself. And this song, kind of at the end particularly, it does this just kind of like the Ninth Avenue song. The whole like last 8 bars of it are just this rip-roaring, like, let it loose kind of howling stuff that's going to sound fabulous in your bathroom. But
Yeah.
also, you're in the setting. It's like, you're not going to, walk through a park without singing a song about walking in the park. I don't know.
Exactly.
Or go out. You're not going to go outside and sing in the rain without singing in the rain, right?
For sure.
Michael in the Bathroom. This is from Be More Chill. George Salazar, who is an incredible person and a hell of an actor and a hell of a singer, made the song very famous. And this was... they on the Tony Awards, didn't Josh Groban and Sarah Bareilles that year host the Tony Awards? And didn't they sing this from the bathroom at Radio City Music Hall?
I don't remember. But if they didn't, they should have, and it was a missed opportunity.
I feel like they did. I feel like I'm having this memory, and if not, what a missed opportunity, because I should
Yeah.
go to the Tony Awards. But you got to sing this when you're in the shower. This is Michael in the Bathroom from the cult hit musical Be More Chill.
Yes.
Or wish I off myself instead, wish I was never born. I'm just Michael, who's a loner, so he must be a stoner. Rides a PT Cruiser, God, he's such a loser. Michael flying solo, who you think that you know? Michael in the bathroom by himself, all by himself, all by himself. All you know about me is my name. Awesome party, I'm so glad I came.
And it has a
Nice.
cha-cha-cha ending. I love a cha-cha-cha ending. I'm
yeah,
so
you can't
glad
go wrong
I
with a
came.
cha-cha-cha.
Cha-cha-cha! But right? Imagine those acoustics swirling around you in the shower.
Yeah. I feel like the only thing better than a cha-cha-cha...
Yeah, just go
Ooh,
for
that's-
it. Because let's be honest, the songs you sing in the shower are not for the faint of heart, usually. They're not always the songs that you know sit best in your voice.
Oh.
I feel like we all take off a little bit more than we can chew in the shower.
That takes me perfectly into my next one, because that
I'm so
happens
glad.
every time I do this song. It is, I am Cracks McGee, and that
Okay.
is because it is extremely high. It is called Till I Hear You Sing,
Oh, yes, yes.
from the Phantom of the Opera sequel, Phantom of the Opera Part 2, sung by the great Ramin Karimloo, who I imagine I am every time. And
Yeah.
it's so wonderfully brooding, and this song is so satisfying, 'cause it is so soaring, and whenever he sings it, he makes it sound so effortless.
Easy.
But then
it's
even
not.
he, I think, struggles sometimes with that, like, till... And friends, that is how I sound when I sing it in the shower. Except there's one time I was in grad school, and I happened to, like, we rehearsed in a church a lot, and there's one time I was in a church, and I sang the song once with all the echoey business, and it sounded like I hit the note, and it was satisfying. So that's why I sang this in the shower, and I loved it immensely. But
Why do I feel such incredible pride for you knowing
thank
that
you.
that happened?
And with the swirling steam at the beginning, when it's like, the day starts, the day ends, time rolls by. Like,
Oh, that also sounded very good.
thanks.
Yeah, don't forget that too.
Yeah.
You're also steaming your voice. You're opening up your voice when you're singing in the shower. It's a
Yeah.
great place to warm up. See, you don't have to do it in the cab if you
Exactly.
woke up in time to take a nice steamy shower.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
That
yeah,
was
that's
circa
it's
2003.
my attempt at being a soaring tenor in the shower
That's
would be
exactly
till
the sort of song.
I hear you sing.
Oh my God.
And it's truly terrible B. I think it's a B that it goes up to, and tenors out there are just like, that's just another day. But yeah, and every time it's like, sing once more. Like,
Or it's like I always hit it in the shower. I don't know what happened
What
here
happened?
at the cabaret.
Yeah.
I'm jonesing to hear this right now. I have
Okay.
to hear this right now. Oh my God, I'm worked up. I'm all worked up. I'm all lathered up.
you're all lathered up. You're ready to go.
Oh, I'm foaming at the mouth and lathered up.
Oh gosh.
I turn and it fades away.
version. Let them die.
Without you, what are they for? I'll always feel no more than halfway real till I hear you sing once more.
Also, what a rich. And when you're in the shower, you hear those drums. You hear those
Yes.
orchestrations.
Oh my God! And even
Yeah.
if it's if it's in your mind, but in the shower, that is
Yeah.
the perfect song to sing in the shower.
And you
Holy
never get to that
moly.
R at the end. It's till I hear you sing once more.
Mo.
Mo. Yep.
You can't cut it off. You're
No.
lucky if you got there. You cannot cut off the sound with a hard American R.
Never.
Well, it would just defeat the purpose. You've worked so hard to get there.
Exactly.
Oh my God!
All
What a
right.
great song to sing in the shower. Oh, that did so much for me.
I know, right?
This is the power of music right here on Theater Countdown. Okay.
It is.
My number 8. Okay. I hope that I set this up earlier in that sometimes I like to play pretend in the shower. And do you know how sometimes in the shower, if depending on where your shower head is, if you like extend your arms out or something like at just the right angle underneath the shower, the water will trickle out and look like it's shooting out of your fingers.
Are you
Go
about to
with
do
me on
Spider-Man?
this. No, I'm not. But it's, I might as well.
Like, is that where this is going?
No. That would have to involve knowing any music from Spider-Man.
I
but-
know Irene, so you never know.
That's true. That's true.
But yes, I know exactly what you're saying. It's,
Do you know what I'm
it's
talking
magical.
about? You
yes,
can kind
yes,
of
yes.
like, yeah, right. And you're like, can like swirl it around and
Yes.
splishy and splashy and it's like
Yeah.
magic in there.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that is why my number 8 song to sing in the shower is "Let It Go."
Yes.
From Frozen the musical.
Yes. Okay, this is good because this was on my
musical.
list, and I can take it off, and another one
Right?
can get bumped up.
If you can-
it's
you
so
gotta-
good.
You get to splash your arms out. No one will ever let me sing this song ever
No.
again. But in the shower, it's carte blanche.
Those frozen fractals are all around.
Absolutely. And you know, in the
Yeah.
musical, it's all choreographed where she like has to do the magic arm
Yes.
movements because the ice goes. You can do that with the water in your shower.
Yes. Oh, I love Let It Go.
Yeah. So just okay. Now go with me, everybody who's listening to this. Go with me on a physical expression journey of
In the shower.
splashy, phantasmic style water, which is really ice coming out of your arms and off your nose. I don't know. You can if you do a little flick with your foot, water will splash too. Okay.
Yeah.
This is what I like to sing in the shower. Let It Go from the Broadway musical Frozen. Big splash is coming. Splash! You can maybe rip the shower curtain at that moment if you wanted
Oh,
to.
1,000%.
Should be the dress coming off.
And it's worth it that the whole the whole bathroom is soaked.
Yeah. You're standing in that shower. Water, 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 splash, splash, shampoo, throw the loofah. Button.
Oh, yeah. Your whole bathroom is covered in water at the end of that. And your loofah you're going to find it in 10 days, maybe.
Out the
Like-
window. What a hazard.
Yeah.
Please,
Yeah.
people.
There is Pert Plus on the mirror. Yeah.
Use caution when doing this in your own showers. This is dangerous territory. Make sure that you have a bath mat. It's a visceral experience. So, yeah. And listen, the ending of Let It Go from Frozen, the Broadway musical, is what separates an animated film from a Broadway show, is that big option up at the end that feels so good. And anyone can be Elsa or Casey Levy in that moment if you want in your shower.
Oh, yeah. And you can put it in whatever key you need so that you can do that optioned up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or try it in the original key.
I mean,
Give it a
is it
shot.
bad that when this started, I had a brief mental thought. I was like, my God, you know who should sing this is Idina Menzel. This would sound good on her voice, because I completely forgot, because every version of this I've listened to is always like either the Broadway version or some YouTube girl just belting her face off. And I forget that like the one version I usually don't listen to is Idina Menzel.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, she sang it first.
Adele Dazeem sang it on the Oscars.
Adele Dazeem. Oh my gosh, I don't even know.
Do you know that just this last week they celebrated, it was 10 years since Adele Dazeem came into the lexicon?
Oh,
It
really?
was 10 years ago at the Oscars that weird old John Travolta said, the wickedly talented Adele Dazeem. Now, do you think that he was A, drunk as a skunk, B, without his glasses, so he couldn't read the teleprompter, and he thought that he just looked at some letters and was like, I better make something up that have these letters? Or C, he hates her and was trying to ruin her performance in a really vindictive kind of way? What do you think? Do you think he was mad at her because he was not well received in the Hairspray movie, so he wanted to ruin another musical theater moment for somebody else? What do you think?
I don't know, because it ended up being such a gift to her because
100%.
she cracked on it, and all everyone talked about after was not that she didn't do a great performance of it, but that he messed up her name. So in a weird way, he gave her a beautiful gift.
Yes.
And
She
I say
became
that with
the
like,
most-
I love Idina Menzel. She talked about it,
Yeah.
how she had such bad stage fright that she struggled with it.
Yeah.
But
Well, her eyes,
so
she
I
was,
think
like, on the
D,
verge of
all of
tears.
the above. Like, I think
great.
D, all of the above. I think he didn't have his glasses. He may or may not had a couple of shots and maybe something else before the show. And who knows what his inner motives were. But at the end of the day, he gave her and the world a beautiful gift. And the playbill of If Then, a beautiful gift.
Yes.
Because Adele Dazeem got her own bio in the
own
playbill
bio,
of If
yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
And they came up with a whole backstory for her, which I thought was just
Absolutely
genius.
hilarious.
They were like, tonight, the performance will not,
The role of
performance
Beth.
of Adele Dazeem will be played by.
Yes, well, yeah. Adele Dazeem started her, and it was something like started her career in the musical. It was something. It wasn't Rent, but it was something that was like
Yeah.
lease opportunity or something like that. Yeah, brilliant. All right,
I love
hit
that.
me, baby. 8 to the bar.
Okay, 8. You know what? We're gonna continue on with Yeah, no,
bold.
we're going to continue on with some Idina Menzel. Sorry, it was tricky. Okay, so we're going to do a little Idina. Yeah, this is actually perfect. We're going to stick with If Then. Speaking of Adele Dazeem and the show If Then, it's it's always starting over.
Shut up,
I actually really
Michael!
enjoy Always Starting Over. What?
Michael. It's in my
What?
notes. It's in my notes.
Oh,
As one of
yay!
the best songs to sing, and I can show you in my crazy, right there. Always starting over. Do you see it?
You're a little pixelated. You're too close to the camera, but I believe you. What number?
All
I'm
right,
like John Travolta right now trying to
It's-
read a teleprompter.
All I'm saying is, it's like you read my mind.
Oh, thank God. We're finally back on the same page. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Ever since I picked Peggy Sawyer, we were off a little. So
I
I'm
didn't know.
glad that
I didn't know who you were.
I know, but I've
Ever
come
since
back.
Lady Tiang.
Ever since Lady Tiang.
Or
I want a
ever
T-shirt
since-
that says "Ever since Lady Tiang,"
Yeah.
and just no explanation to go with it. So always starting over from If Then, because for many reasons, I love a cardigan, which I don't wear in the shower while singing this, but it is sort of like, I feel like it's up your alley because it's a slow march song. And if you watch Idina Menzel perform it, she is pacing that stage in those 3-inch chunky heels. With her jeans and sensible cardigan. And I can relate to that so hard. And I love Always Starting Over. I think it's very therapeutic.
I'm going to put
Great.
my Always Starting Over cardigan on right now. Because,
Yeah, and you
'Cause
love
you
a
gotta
key
have your
change.
hands like this. You gotta have your
Yeah,
hands
it's
like
got to
this in
be
the
like your
cardigan.
hand is just a little bit in the sleeve.
In the
Yeah.
sleeve, yeah.
But yeah, it's a good one that you can like really sing to your shower head where you're just like, why am I always starting over? It's a great, like, you are working through something in that song. And, you know, she feels like she just can't catch a break. But at the end, she's like, you know what? I'm going to be okay. And at the end, you have showered, you are cleaned, and you're going to be okay too.
Oh my God, I couldn't have said it better. Because this is the moment we were talking about earlier where your thoughts can get really existential in the shower, and this is a very existential song.
Yeah. So, shall we do a little Adele Dazeem?
I thought you'd never ask. This is too exciting.
Also, I wonder, how often are you in a shower going, if, well, then, you know, even the title of the show works for a shower moment.
Absolutely. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Every life we're
Where-
living, yes, we're always just awake. Every step we take, and my love, our life is over, but love, I'll make it one last vow to start over and over and over somehow. My new life starts right.
And you know what I just realized?
Bravo!
Idina Menzel accidentally does a better Irish accent in that song than Debbie Reynolds does on purpose in the other one.
Wait, at what moment?
The whole song. I've always felt that song has a bit of a Celtic feel to it. And this time it really hit where she's just
wow.
if you really listen, it sounds like she's kind of doing an Irish accent. It's a little like Kelly when she was in
I'll make
Brigadoon.
that one last
vow to start over and over. My new life starts right. No, like it's kind of there.
Oh, but it's
Always
gearing
starting over every life we're living.
Living.
Yeah.
Well, one of her names in that show is Beth, which isn't that very Irish?
Yeah, 1000%. Oh my God,
it?
that
I
show
don't know.
was so crazy. What is it? She
That
gets in
show
a
was
plane
so
crash
crazy.
and then runs to see her friends, and she's like, "I just survived a plane crash, so you can't break up."
Yeah.
So fun.
And they're
I'm not
like,
gonna lie.
"Oh, okay."
I had a great time at that show. But I love that song.
I'm not going to lie to you. I watched that show like, what on earth is going on? This is tomfoolery at best. But what I will say about that show is that they put those songs in such a sweet spot in Adina's voice that like she couldn't muck it up. It's so in her sweet spot everywhere, and they reverb the crap out of her too, which also is why I think this works in the shower, because you need a lot of reverb for this song.
Right?
1000%. Isn't she kind of like just whirring through an empty cosmos of space at this point on the stage?
And so she's sort of just floating among the stars, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a satisfying song to sing in the shower. I highly recommend it.
I can't tell you. I honestly have that down as my number 15.
I'm
and
glad.
I will make another choice out of respect for your choice, but I'm thrilled that we were on the same wavelength there.
Good.
Number 7. All right, I already talked about this, but sometimes your shower is the place to meditate, and is your place to like set your intention for the day, maybe do some gratituding, right? Maybe you think about what you're grateful for the day, and you're just getting started. Now, listen, sometimes showers happen later in the day, right?
Yeah.
Some people shower.
I
before
personally,
bed.
I'm an evening shower person. I'm a bedtime shower
I don't
person.
understand you. And then you just get up and go? Or are you one of those weirdos that takes another shower in the morning?
No, I can't do 2. I do sort of like a check my hair moment, but I shower at the end of the day because I'm a sweater. Like, I don't even perspire, I sweat. And so I usually need one at the end of the day, you know.
Oh.
Not to
At the end of the day, he gets up to the shower, and he scrubs off the sweat
Thank
that
you
he's
for bringing
sweating
it back
all
to
day.
theater.
I always will.
See? And now you're slipping into an Irish accent.
Which is perfect for Les Mis.
Anyway,
that
we
old
digress.
Irish trope.
Yes.
So, what better way to start your day than to get in the shower, lights on, hopefully you've got a window in your bathroom, and the sun is shining, and you say to yourself, "Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. Sudsing and getting your crevices. Everything's going your way.
That was the original version of that song.
People don't know that.
It's
involved
very
crevices, but
it's not known, but that show was originally about crevices. It was called
great-
Folds the musical. That song came right before Chins. It was the 11 o'clock number.
Chins. Oh, what a beautiful
Yeah.
morning is an excellent song to sing in the shower. That's my number 7.
Perfect.
Get your day started on a positive note. Anything could happen. It's a new start. There's a bright golden haze in your body wash.
Yeah.
In your salicylic acid face scrub. So, Oh, What a Beautiful Morning is a great song to sing in the shower. Hit it.
What a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way.
And then you slowly turn the knob.
Yeah.
Turn the knob off. Less pressure. Just a couple drips. And rip open the shower curtain and towel.
Also, I like that these recordings have applause because I feel like that's an essential part of a shower song is hearing the applause in your head.
Don't you just? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Resonant, raucous applause.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm just making a note for myself because my number 7 just popped into my head and it wasn't even on my list.
Ooh.
But I realized I actually have that for something about that song made me think of it. And I was like, wait a minute, I have actually sung this song in the shower.
Okay.
But before we move on, Oklahoma, though, I have to apply. Brilliant choice. I mean,
right?
I kind of want that to be the number 1 of all time. Because now that I'm hearing it, I'm like, is there a better shower song?
No, there it is. Yeah.
Oh, so good.
I've got a beautiful loafer.
I thought you were going to say ding-a-ling. I don't know why.
I've got a beautiful ding-a-ling.
Yeah, who does? We should all have that thought in the shower.
Absolutely.
Okay. My number 7, speaking of ding-a-lings, is Glitter and Be Gay from Candide.
This is the fantasy. You're living the fantasy. All right.
Yes, because you can be whoever you want in the shower, and sometimes that is Kristen Chenoweth. Or any great soprano that we love. Because as we know, Glitter and Be Gay is one of those songs for every soprano out there. Opera singers do it as well. Everybody with high notes has sung Glitter and Be Gay. And I think something really fun about singing the shower is tapping into your own inner soprano. And how
absolutely.
I actually have, and this might be TMI, but like when you're like sudsing yourself off and it's like ha 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 ha, ha and like playing with that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like that's my soprano range. You're welcome. Yeah, I think it's just like tapping into your inner coloratura shower moment is just so fun and satisfying. That song is so playful and bouncy that I had another soprano song on here, and this one actually just knocked it out. It was Vanilla Ice Cream, and Glitter and Be Gay just took that spot.
Oh, yeah, because you know what? I don't eat ice cream in the shower. Just don't. I don't think you should do it. I don't.
It's not a great place.
No.
I love like a cocktail in the shower. I don't know if you've ever done that, or like a
you?
cold beer in the shower. I've done that. It's kind of great. I highly recommend it.
I've definitely had wine in a bathtub,
Okay.
but I don't know that I've actually cracked a beer in the shower.
I have. I'm a class act.
You are a class act. While singing Glitter and Be Gay. Oh, we
While
know
singing
so
Glitter
much
and Be
about
Gay.
you now.
Yeah, I feel like that actually sums me up. This is what I should say if somebody's like, so tell me about yourself. I should be like, I drink beer in the shower while singing Glitter and Be Gay. That's really, that's all you need.
And they'll be like, oh, well, come in. We'll buy whatever you're selling.
Exactly.
We don't have an encyclopedia. I'm interested in fuller brushes.
I have not found our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
You know what? Hello. My name is Elder Cunegonda, and I would like to sing you this most fantastic song. You need the acoustics of the shower setting to let your head voice ring the way it should. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I get it.
And what better place to just let it rip than in there?
Yeah.
And then maniacal laughter. But yeah, you could
Yes.
almost just picture the places you are cleaning as you're hitting all
Yeah.
those notes. It's all so specific.
It's so specific. You can map it out, frankly.
Yeah, that's what
Show me
Bernstein
how-
was thinking when he wrote it.
Absolutely. This is the A
Right, number
flat.
6.
This is the C.
Yeah, he actually wrote that
That's
song in the
funny.
shower.
He
Yeah.
should have. I'm going to spread that rumor.
Yeah.
Don't watch Maestro. Believe what I say.
Exactly.
My number 6 goes back to the fact that you've got water running on you, and it feels, this is my play pretend moment again. So my number 6 is the song Rain from Once on This Island.
Nice.
Yes,
Great
because
show.
because he's the god of water, Ogwe, and he is summoning the rain. And once you're done with your let it go fantasy, and that ice melts, you can manipulate the rain all around you, and you can kind of swirl it in your toe by the drain. Or if you've got a freestanding tub, which I do, then you can kind of play around with the rain on the road. Because rain. Because rain, and you're the god of rain when you're in the shower. You're the god of vocals, you're the god of rain. So I like to play like I'm Ogwe, god of water. And some of the rain.
Very appropriate.
Absolutely. And it sounds a little something like this. Hit it!
Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter.
I'm just saying, try it.
Yeah, that sounds
Just
perfect.
sing rain in. You can throw your head up and it's splashing in your face. Let there be rain! Oh, it's too good. It's too good.
Love it.
All right.
Whew. Okay. Oh, number 6 is the last
Number
one
6, too.
for
This
this
is the last
episode.
one.
Real quick reminder to everybody: like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, follow us on the socials, all the things that we mentioned to do at the beginning. Just a quick reminder to do all of those things.
Rate and review.
Rate and review.
Theater
Because-
Countdown on all social platforms except X, where we're Theater Count, because who's got time?
Nobody.
We appreciate it. And the most important thing is get your friends involved. Listen to this at your next cast party and get a discussion going and keep us in the loop. All right.
Yes,
What
yes.
is your number 6?
I think we need a little Elle Woods on here. Because, again, a wonderful, like, high belter, and it's so fun and satisfying. And when you're talking about a showers and you're just, like, going through a moment, so it is so much better from Legally Blonde. Because after you are clean, you, too, much like Elle at the end of this song, is so much better. But
Yes.
much better.
But
Than before. Than before. Oh, it's great. And you have your own, like, sort of Greek chorus in your brain singing there with you, just, like, helping pump you up. It's got a great, like, kick moment in it.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a good kick in the shower where you almost slide and die because you forget that you're in a wet environment?
Yeah,
How many times have you done that?
Every day.
Where
Every day,
you're
every
doing, like, quick motion and then you're like, and then you catch yourself. You have a
Bath
Debbie
mats,
Reynolds moment. You go,
bath
But yeah, so it is so much better. And that's how you're going to feel at the end of the shower.
In the shower.
Yes.
I say we wrap things up and we'll go out with Elle Woods splashing and splashing.
Exactly, because that will be so much better. Than anything we could do. Yes, so just a reminder, friends, all the things we said at the beginning. Like, subscribe, rate, review. Check out our Patreon. Follow us on the socials at Theater Countdown, except for X, where it is at Theater Count. And check out our YouTube so you can see our faces and you can see us lip sync along to all of the songs.
We are doing full performances.
Oh, choreography, pit stains, it's all there. So
directionals on instructional guidance on how and when to scrub.
Yes. This was actually a very informative episode in many ways, so it would really behoove you to watch the full version.
Absolutely. And we'll be back next week for our top 5 Broadway songs to sing in the shower, but we won't be alone. No, this gets to be a really crowded shower as we welcome Broadway actor, Broadway playwright, all-around good guy, human, multi-hyphenate superstar, Douglas Lyons.
I'm so excited.
As our special
I love me
guest
some Douglas.
Counter.
Yes. So in the meantime, keep showering, keep singing, because, when you're in there, the world is your theater, your oyster, and at the end of the day, that's showbiz.
That's showbiz, kid.
One day, we'll figure out that ending.
Did it.
We did it.